Before the dinners, before the drive-thrus, before the cookbooks with glossy covers and celebrity chefs, there were fires, there were rivers, there were hands that knew the land, not just how to live off it, but how to honor it. Native American cooking isn't just ancient, it's alive. It's the original soul food. It's the flavor of survival, ceremony, and connection. Today, we're remembering the recipes that came long before Betty Crocker, the ones passed down through oral tradition, through harvest, through instinct. These are 10 Native American recipes you'll wish you knew sooner, because they don't just feed the body, they feed the story. Welcome back to the America we forget, the place where we honor the flavors that built this country long before they were written down. Every week we uncover forgotten foods, hidden traditions, and the stories that keep them alive. Today's video is a tribute to the original American chefs, indigenous communities whose recipes were rooted in respect, sustainability, and deep cultural meaning. If you've ever tasted one of these dishes, or if your family carries a version of it, drop a comment below. And if you're new here, hit subscribe and join our growing circle of memory keepers, because food isn't just what we eat, it's who we are. Number 1, Tanka bars, the original energy snack. Long before protein bars filled gas station shelves, Native communities were making Tanka bars, a blend of dried bison meat and berries, often choke cherries. It was portable, nutrient-dense, and built for endurance. Imagine a Lakota hunter on the plains carrying a pouch of Tanka to fuel the day. No preservatives, no sugar rush, just strength from the land. Modern versions exist, but the original recipe was sacred, a balance of meat, fruit, and purpose. Have you ever tried one? Would you make your own? Number 2, Cattail pollen cake, the golden harvest. Cattails weren't just marsh plants, they were food. The pollen, gathered in late spring, was mixed with water and cooked into golden cakes. It was earthy, floral, and deeply seasonal. A dish that required patience, timing, and respect for nature's rhythm. Imagine elders teaching children how to harvest without harming the plant, how to turn something wild into something nourishing. Have you ever seen cattails bloom? Did your family ever forage? Number 3, smoked eel, the river's gift. Eel was a prized catch in many northeastern tribes. Smoked slowly over open flame, it became rich, oily, and deeply flavorful. It was often served at gatherings, shared among families, and preserved for winter. The process was slow. The flavor was bold, and the respect for the river was constant. Have you ever tasted smoked eel? Would you try it if it came from a tradition older than the country itself? Number 4, bear fat fry bread. The sacred crisp fry bread is often seen as a modern native dish, but its roots go deeper. Before lard or shortening, there was bear fat, rendered slowly, used sparingly, and treated with reverence. Mixed with flour and water, then fried until golden. It was crisp on the outside, tender inside, and rich with meaning. Bear fat wasn't just an ingredient, it was a gift. A reminder that every part of the animal was honored. Did your family make fry bread? Have you ever tasted it cooked the old way? Number 5, Cholla buds with agave syrup. Desert delicacy. In the Southwest, Cholla buds were harvested with care, boiled to remove spines, then served with sweet agave syrup. It was tart, slightly nutty, and paired beautifully with the syrup's floral sweetness. This dish was seasonal, ceremonial, and deeply tied to desert survival. Have you ever seen a Cholla cactus bloom? Would you try this ancient pairing? Number 6, prickly pear cactus jam. The sweetness of survival, bright pink, slightly tart, and full of vitamin C. Prickly pear cactus jam was a treat and a tonic. Harvested in late summer, the fruit was peeled, mashed, and cooked down into a vibrant jam. It was spread on fry bread, stirred into stews, or eaten by the spoonful. This wasn't just dessert, it was medicine. Have you ever tasted prickly pear? Did your family make jam from wild fruit? Number 7, pine nut soup, forest comfort. In the Southwest and Great Basin, pine nuts were gathered in fall, roasted, ground, and simmered into a creamy, comforting soup. It was rich, earthy, and deeply satisfying. Served warm, it nourished body and spirit. And like all native dishes, it came with a story of harvest, of patience, of gratitude. Have you ever cooked with pine nuts beyond pesto? Would you try them in soup? Number 8. Nettle soup, the green healer. Stinging nettles might seem like a nuisance, but to native communities, they were medicine. Boiled gently, they lost their sting and became a nutrient-rich soup, full of iron, calcium, and healing energy. It was often served in spring, when fresh greens were scarce and the body needed renewal. Nettle soup was bitter, bold, and beautiful. Have you ever foraged nettles? Would you taste the green that healed generations? Number 9. Bison bone broth, the strength beneath the surface. Bison wasn't just meat. It was marrow, cartilage, and bone. Bone broth was simmered for hours, sometimes days, until it turned into a rich, gelatinous elixir. It was strength in a bowl, served to elders, warriors, and children alike. This wasn't just cooking. It was ceremony. Have you ever made bone broth from scratch? Did your family teach you the slow way? Number 10. Wapi. The cornmeal comfort Wapi is a traditional cornmeal porridge, thick, warm, and deeply grounding. Made with blue corn, water, and sometimes ash for alkalinity, it was served with berries, nuts, or just plain. It was breakfast. It was medicine. It was memory. Wapi reminded people of the land's generosity and the importance of simplicity. Have you ever tasted blue corn? Would you start your day with Wapi? The recipes that remember. These dishes aren't just food. They're stories. They're survival. They're the first flavors of this land, long before borders, brands, or boxed mixes. Native American cooking is rooted in respect, in seasonality, in the sacred. And today, we honor it, not just by remembering, but by sharing. Drop a comment. Which dish surprised you? Which one would you try? Do you carry any of these traditions in your family? Like this video to honor the original chefs of America. Subscribe to The America We Forget, where every bite tells a story worth preserving. Until next time, keep the fire burning. And remember, the best recipes aren't written down. They're remembered.